Welcome to Sex and Happiness with Lori Handlers. Amazing sex and intimacy are just around the corner. While Lori puts the finishing touches on her new book, Sex and Happiness Over 60, please enjoy this show. It's one of her favorites from the Sex and Happiness archives.
When you think of seduction, what images come to your mind? You know, I don't know about you, but for me, I conjure up Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. I conjure up old movies and movie stars and the way women seem to have been swept off their feet in the old romances. Who hasn't thought or dreamt of being swept off their feet by some leading man? So that's what we're going to be talking about today, the art of seduction. And my guest is Patricia Taylor. She's a world-renowned expert in the field of expanded orgasm, which you know is one of my favorite topics to talk about and experience. She's produced a full-length DVD, Expand Her Orgasm Tonight. She's the author of the best-selling book, Expanded Orgasm, and she's the author of several online programs, including one on expanded orgasm, a 21-day program for partners, and one on the art of seduction. Patricia, I'm going to call you Patty, actually. Patty, how are you? And how wonderful of you to have this topic that we can talk about seduction. Like, what an amazing thing to bring into the modern day.
Well, thank you, Lori. I'm just so thrilled to be here, and particularly thrilled to be able to share this information on seduction because, as you said, I do think that all women would love to be seduced. I think men would love to seduce women because both men and women love to just bask in the turn-on and the energy that comes out of a great seduction.
So I guess my question is, I wonder if men want to be seduced too. I just have to ask you, it's like right there, the obvious.
Well, I think, first of all, I think we're all seduced. So let me, by different things.
Yeah.
So let's define seduction.
Sure.
I would say, in the broadest sense, seduction is just enrolling someone else, another person, in your goals in a way that makes it sound like achieving your goals is their goal. So how does this play out? Well, in the world of sensuality and sexuality, let's just take the particular case where a man might want to just have sex, and that's his goal. And the woman, her goal is to have fun. So it could be sex, it could be food, it could be a movie. So you have two different people, and they both have their goals. So as the woman, I could enroll the man in my goals, and I think that's one seduction, and women definitely can be amazing seducers. Yet, you know, since men often want to have sex is like the number one goal for them, don't mean to typecast them, but this is what a lot of them tell me anyway.
That's great.
That they find that since, sex is one of the goals for women, if he can get her to get behind his goal, well, then they both win. So, that's the whole point, is to just get both people on the same page, can be men or women, but usually men are the ones that are learning about seduction in relationship to sensuality and sexuality because they have that goal is so important to them. The women, of course, love it.
So I see what you're saying. The distinction you're making then is that since men usually want to like jump to the sex as part of the, they'll do the dinner and they'll do the movie and they'll do the whatever it takes to get to the sex in a certain way, like to get to their goal. It would behoove them to learn seduction skills so they could actually get what they want, and the people they're trying to seduce, their partners, would also be like in alignment with that. Maybe they could bypass some of the other things on the date, but maybe not. It seems to me that women need to be seduced because their sex is more complicated than men's. Like they need seduction. They need to embrace the idea of sex with their whole experience and their whole body, and maybe even for days or a week or hours before the actual sex date, they may need to be. This is a silly term to use because you used enroll, and I want to talk about that, but they might need to be more schmoozed You know,
I think the same woman might need something different on every day of the week. And I think what my point is that a man who's an expert at seduction can do a multi-day seduction. But if he's obviously just meeting someone new, it might be one kind of seduction. But he can also come home, and I think this is often the case where you're in a relationship, and do certain things. I teach 4 keys of seduction, and do certain things that will seduce a woman very, very expeditiously, very efficiently, and not like it takes dinner and flowers and chocolates and movies, but it's almost, there are principles that you can use no matter what the seduction is, and that not only can you do that to get her interested, but you can carry these principles right into the date and have it be a better date. And the woman will be thrilled, and the man will be thrilled.
Sounds really good. I mean, I'm enrolled. I'm seduced in the idea of seduction.
Good. I can give you a quick example. I used to have a wonderful partner, and he was phenomenal in bed. And he was just unbelievable. But I noticed that sometimes he just didn't seduce me. And those dates sometimes had we'd have a date anyway because we were partners, but they kind of had a flat quality to them. And so there's a limit to how far his expertise went, even though I would say he was, just brilliant. And I used to long for him to put a little more seduction into it, to just top off the amazing skills that he has. So anyway, it's a subject that's near and dear to my heart. I've taught men how to do it, and it makes a huge difference in the whole date, beginning from saying hello to, thank you very much.
Sounds wonderful, more than wonderful, steamy, hot. Sounds like the perfect thing for many people who are having kind of a staleness in their relating. It sounds like this could be the thing that juices it up. I know a lot of people come to Tantra because they want to steam up their relationship, and I don't know that Tantra really steams anything up. It actually takes it to another level, but perhaps not the steamy quality that people actually dream about. It sounds like, I could be the leading lady in my own romance novel if one of my partners was trained by you.
That's exactly right.
That sounds great to me. Really great to me.
You know what? I'll tell you something. It's great for me too. And when I wrote my online course, it's called the Seduction Trilogy, I had to really write this all down. And as a result, I tried it out on my partners, and they got even way better at seducing me. So it even worked on me. So I love this information.
That's so great. I want to know, Patty, are your classes filled with just men, or do couples come to you, and do you have both, or it doesn't matter because the course is online? I mean, how's this taught?
Well, actually, the Seduction Trilogy it's a series of 3 ebooks. And so people just buy it, and I encourage everyone to go to seductiontrilogy.com because you can get some free information there, and which is great no matter what. So people can just buy the ebooks, and I think primarily we sell them to men, but this information works just as well on women. I would encourage women who want their guys to be a better seducer, definitely to learn it with them. And basically what it is, it's 4 keys to seduction is the principal part, and then there's another ebook on how to train your partner sexually. So we're going to focus on the 4 keys.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to. I'd like to just get a sense of it. And also, I just want to ask you, somebody could use this even if they're in the same sex couple, like if there were 2 women together, like one woman could seduce the other woman. Yeah? They could
You know what?
Yeah.
You can seduce anybody with these principles. And so it's very broad, and I will also say that you can use these principles while you're having sex to continue to keep the date fun and interesting. So these are very core principles to learn, and you can get them, you can practice on your partner when you come home and she's making dinner or whatever, and the more you practice, the more it will become second nature to you, and then you can take them right into your sexual makeout, and you can use them anywhere else you want to. They work. That's the main thing.
So I'm at the edge of my seat now because I want to know. Let's start with one of these 4 keys. What are the 4 keys?
Okay. Yeah. Well, the 4 keys, I'll just quick overview, is making small offers. It's a comparable of getting a string of yeses. The second key is what I call erotic vigilance. And that's the heart of it. And really this is the real stripped-down version, is a string of yeses and erotic vigilance. And erotic vigilance is a kind of seeing into the situation in the moment. The add-ons, which are in the more, as you get more skilled at it, are bringing in vulnerability in a very focused way that really keeps things in very small chunks. My first key is making small offers. So the word small is important. So vulnerability in a very structured way. And then the 4th key, that's the 3rd, vulnerability. The 4th is vision, and that's the kind of mastermind who is knowing which other key to use when to forward the action.
Okay, so let me see if I get this. So the first one is to get a string of yeses.
Right, that's the strategy.
So you'd be asking questions like that you think you'd get a yes to. This, Anthony Robbins is the master of this. I once saw Anthony Robbins, and he gets everybody jumping out of their seats, yelling, yes, 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 yes. But you're talking about something like, can I rub your feet?
Okay, so the way you would do number 1, or the string of offers, is you want to make a series, you want to run what we call menus. And menus are a series of options, like maybe 3 things. So let's say you came over to my house. I might say, would you like tea? Would you like, and it could be all in the same category. Would you like coffee, tea, or water? Or I could say, would you like tea, or would you like to, use the bathroom and freshen up? Or would you like to just come into my living room and start to relax? So I've now made you a series of 3 offers, and I'm hoping that when I did that, there's one of them that you'll go, oh, thanks, gee, I'd love fill in the blank,
I'd love to sit down and begin to relax. I'd love to relax. I had such a day. I want to relax.
Okay, good. So now I use my erotic vigilance, and I'm noticing, and that's the awareness. It's a vigilance. That's key number 2. Vigilance just means you're super alert, and it could mean you're vigilant about yourself. But in erotic vigilance, you have your attention and you're feeling and noticing the other person. So you came over, maybe I want to seduce you, who knows? I'm noticing what's interesting about you. What is there to notice? Maybe you wore something really gray. Maybe you look like very tired. Maybe you look upset. So I might say, let's say you look tired. I might say, I notice you look tired. Would you like? And then I would say 10 minutes to meditate and regroup. Would you like a cup of tea again? Revive you. Or would you like a short foot massage? So,
I'm getting seduced. I just want to let you know. I want the foot massage.
Okay, good. I'm going to come over to my house.
I
right?
think I'm easy, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, she's going to treat me that way. I'm coming over there. Okay, good. So I'll give you the foot massage. Now, notice all my things are very short cycles. They're not like, do you want to watch a movie or do you want to, write a novel or whatever. They're very They're very, very sure. Because you ask someone a really big question, they get stuck. They don't want to think